Interim Prime Minister Claude Joseph is now in charge in Haiti. He told the AP he delivered a message to
bro.
people.
Oh, there I am in my ears.
That everything is under control. And I also declare a state of emergency.
Haiti grew more unstable under
Haiti.
watch.
Ooh, I can't get political, right?
Probably not a good plan.
All right. You know, you bring up Haiti, and I got things to say. All right.
Everything's up and running. Yay, us. Probably not a good plan.
All right. You know, you bring up Haiti, and I got things to say. All right. There we go. That stressed me out a little bit. I was comfortable, though. I got through it. All right. There we go.
You can't watch just the chat on YouTube at the same time or without watching the video, can you?
I can.
There's a way to do that?
What do you mean?
Have the chat window up for YouTube without the video playing.
There actually is. Right here.
I didn't know. The reason I'm asking is
Pop-up
because
chat right here. Bam.
that way, because we're doing this new thing with your computer, I don't want it to mess anything up. Hey, everybody.
You guys heard Ron's yelling at me already before the show even started.
That is not true.
Misty, you heard it, right? What's up, Jewel? All right, and just let me get Facebook clicked off here.
Won the S&P 500 advanced 14. More on these stories at
Abnormal. Hey, Izzo, if you're listening, it's Abnormal Realities, bro.
Abnormal something or another.
Something or another with Rocky and Ron, bitches. I whispered that. Bitches.
Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to
All
as
right,
little
we're ready,
as
bro.
$25 a month.
Okay, so let me. That's muted.
800-709.
Anything up? Hey,
Stop the stress and get your student loan payments
this one too?
down to
All
as
right,
little
we're ready,
as
bro. There
every
we go.
time you go to it, it's going to do that.
It was X'd out. What's going on, everybody? Scott Livingston, what's happening, brother? There's Audrey. Rocky Ron need a what?
Ministries is one of the few charities I'll actually endorse because I know them. I've worked with them, and I know almost all of the money that you donate goes to help people.
Yeah.
What do we got? A little over a minute.
Yep, we're good. We're good.
M25M.org. Hi, it's Doc Thompson for Matthew 25 Ministries.
What's up, Miss Mary? Come on, Livingston. Call in show tonight. Expecting to hear from you. Share away, kids.
Share, please.
Yeah. Oh, let me do it. I'm going to share on my phone. It's easier.
1 minute.
Don't stress me out.
No, 1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute.
For you, a family member,
Dude, I'm
or
a
a
professional.
loved
Here we
one
go.
suffering
Boom.
with diabetes.
Bam. No, not that one.
I'm a professional, he
Or
said.
if you need a provider for
I screwed
diabetic
up.
supplies, you may qualify to
All right,
receive your
bam. There we go.
diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket costs.
Come on, Stucci, hurry up.
regardless of your age. All you
Bam.
need is
Right
Medicare or
opposed.
private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution
Boom.
Center right now
Bam.
for details.
Somebody said something about our matching shirts. Yeah, yes.
Our friendly,
It's a relationship thing. Don't judge. It's new ages. Okay, we can do this stuff and not be judged.
paperwork.
All right. Twinsies.
Are delivered directly to your door for free.
All right. Hello, fellow meatballs from Teresa. All right. You ready, Phillips?
I'm ready, brother.
10 seconds, bro.
Here we go.
800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
Journey into the matrix of the mind. Stretch your imagination and challenge reality.
Stretch it.
Stretch what? Abnormal realities are beacons for the imagination. What society deems abnormal may be more real than we think. This is Abnormal Realities with your hosts, Ron Phillips and Rocky Stucci.
What are you doing?
It's the Bigfoot Cup. I want to believe. And I was told if I drink enough coffee, that Bigfoot becomes a real thing.
And you'll have to pee.
That is an issue.
Yeah.
That is an issue. We traveled many miles together, Mr. Phillips.
We did.
And peeing is the thing I do.
Yes, you do.
Actually, I really never really had to pee. I just wanted a cigarette. So I just pretended that I have to pee. Hey, folks.
That's what happens when you're addicted to nicotine.
Okay, Mr. Bluetooth over there.
No,
show everybody what you got next to your computer.
I got it right
Mr.
here.
What? Did you hear that, Misty?
Yeah.
Yep, I hear you. But,
what is this?
It's a new thing. So,
it's a new thing. So I received this box of cereal from a good friend, listener on another show. This is called Poop Like a Champion.
That's like a song.
Specifically for me.
Poop like a champion.
It's now non-GMO. like that.
Is it non-GMO? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are eating too much cheese when you go to the state fair and you're having all those cheese curds, all you have to do is wake up the next morning, grab a box of Poop Like a Champion, and you will be just fine after 6 hours of consumption. And it's staying here for the whole show.
That's fantastic.
That is fantastic. Hey, folks, check this out. This broadcast is brought to you by Romika Designs.
Romika Designs. Boom, look at that.
Boom, look at that. Now, Brother Phillips, because we have a new feature here, I need you to do a screen share with Brother Stucci here. Because
are we done talking about Romika Designs?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
Screen
I see what you're doing.
Brother, come on.
All right, there you go.
So we have Romika Designs. This is their website. It's romikadesigns.com. Right there is one of the tumblers in action being made for Off Track, the Whiskey Six brothers and sisters. I ain't judging.
That's true.
Speaking of sisters, we're going to get into something really cool here.
Okay.
But, tatas.
Tatas are cool.
This is some of the amazing products. While I'm scanning, this is their homepage. I'm scanning. This is one of your great sellers right here. That's the 2 shot glasses. First COVID shot, second COVID shot. Custom.
It's a big seller. It is a big seller. That way, when they start knocking on your door, you can answer the door and say, "Yep, I've had both my shots."
Don't even get me going on that,
Oh,
brother.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I got stuff to say about that. I was super angry today.
No political.
You brought it up, though, but look at it. I mean, this is just a homepage. Look at this. Look, we have quick, secure shipping, quality products. Ron and Misty are amazing. Ordering was easy. My first order got here today, and it's amazing. Folks,
fantastic reviews. I love that.
It is a beautiful thing, and you are at 100% on all your reviews. Get on over romikadesigns.com, romikadesigns.com.
What's on tap tonight, Rocky?
It's a call-in show.
It is a call-in show. I guess I better unbusy the line.
Unbusy the line. So here's the thing on call-in shows. If anybody's followed the meatball here for any time. Oh, by the way, before we get into the call-in show situation, our live studio audience, brother, is growing.
It is growing.
I mean, we're going to have to redo the entire studio and have
We got room, though, to put some chairs up. I think I could put some stadium seating back here.
Yeah, your desk is going to have to go over there.
This is nice.
Your desk is going to have to go over there.
It's
Stadium
nice,
seating right in front of us. But we have Mama Phillips in the studio today. Dixie Phillips in the house.
Dixie Rogers.
Dude, don't yell at me in front of your mom. You should have just went with it.
I'm sorry, dude. It's Dixie Rogers.
That's like a country music singer.
It was Phillips
name.
at one time, but it's Dixie Rogers now.
You gotta know when to hold them.
When to hold them.
When to fold them.
Oh, please don't make
Come on, I thought we had something going.
Singing. No.
You threw that down pretty good.
I did.
Welcome, Miss Dixie. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Miss Bonnie.
Bonnie's back there.
Yeah, we got Misty. And we got the laughing lady right there, Miss Kate. I told her, I'm like, even if I say something stupid, you got to laugh super loud so people can hear you on the microphone.
That won't be happening. I can promise you that.
She looks really enthused right now. So here we go. We do call-in shows. I've done call-in shows for a long time. I actually find them quite enjoyable. Paranormal stories, UFO stories, anything weird, wacky, fun. We just open the phone lines up to open a conversation. Absolutely no politics. Do not call in with current events, please. Otherwise, Ron will yell at me in front of all you.
No, I just don't want to do politics.
I don't want to do it either.
Yeah, I mean, we do enough politics on one of the stations that we're on tonight, and we just.
Do you ever notice talking about politics kind of makes your face do weird things?
Red?
A little bit. A little bit. So the studio line is
202.
Yep.
900.
Yep.
5900.
5900. Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Yep.
It is on the screen, kids. It is 202-900-5900. Call in. Tell us a story. Tell us an experience. If you've ever seen a UFO, if you've ever had a paranormal experience, or if you just want to tell, Ron and I how sexy we are, and you want to call in and just say that, we will do that as well.
We'll take that call.
We will take that call.
Are you going to tease tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
Oh,
yep.
This is going to be a big show tomorrow.
This is really cool because we referenced him yesterday on the program. Tomorrow night we have Jeff Harmon coming back on the show. He's an astrologist. Now, he has information in regards to astrology, the stars, all that. Dude, he does things. He did a reading with my chart, my birth chart and all that. Now, he says the stuff that you see in the newspapers is hogwash, all the horoscope stuff. And he'll explain all that tomorrow. But when we go back to creation, he talks about that kind of stuff. He's been a lifelong astrologer. He's probably one of the best in the business. He does a lot of Hollywood folk. He counsels businesses because there's certain times to do business decisions.
Right.
In regards to planetary alignment.
I started to say, if Mars is in retrograde, that's not a Not a good time, apparently.
I called it one time. What did I call it on the show? It wasn't retrograde. It was like Gatorade or something like that. I got confused, and people thought that was kind of dumb. So, but yeah, give us a call. Let us know. Oh, so tomorrow night's going to be Jeff Harmon, and then Friday's going to be Freaky Fridays. Ron asked the question, what is Freaky Fridays? We don't know yet, but it's going to be freaky, and it's going to be on Friday. And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So I know you can still hear us. You just keep talking, okay?
Oh, okay. All right. So Ron's just walking off the set because he might have a technical issue. Again, call into the program. He is doing some camera stuff. Oh, I see what Ron's doing. He's doing a reboot. All right. So 202-900-5900, 202-900-5900. And that is the call-in line. We have the screen right in front of us. So we will know when you call. Again, visit our website, abnormalrealities.com. Now, as soon as Ron gets this up, I don't know if he is, but you guys just keep listening to our voice. Yesterday, when I was talking to Brother Phillips, we were talking about, hold on, I got to pull it up, the Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot video. Well done, Phillips. That was under pressure.
Hey, man, I got it, though.
That is under pressure, and you did it flawlessly. No panic at all. Just a little sweat on the left. Just a little bit. So, Ron, you mentioned something yesterday. I feel really weird
talking about this. I know.
Well, we have,
Well, come on. So in this video, this is the Patterson Gimlin I think Rocky's about to play.
I didn't know that there was boobs.
I'm telling you, there are mammary glands on this Bigfoot. So it's a...
They're what?
It's a Mrs. Bigfoot. Mammary glands.
Why do you got to use terms like that?
Boobs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Are you going to play it?
Okay, so I did not really. Okay, so I've seen this video, I don't know, 5 million times.
Yeah.
And we'll probably, just like Area 51, it's just something that just gets regurgitated over and over and over again. But one thing I didn't notice, and we did a little research before the show, is there may be some Tata stuff going on. Oh, well, should we get this call first or should we do the video?
No, do the video.
All right, let's do the video. Callers, just stand by for 1 second. We're going to do this video here really quick. Now, we're hot right here. I'm going to play this. Now, watch.
Weigh in on the Bigfoot phenomenon.
I'm actually going to turn this down. Watch close because I didn't realize this. Watch the turnaround. Bam! Oh! Did you see that? Okay, let me forward up here a little bit. Watch real close. Look at.
You tell me that Bigfoot doesn't have boobs.
Those are straight up boobs, dude. Those are like, all right.
Straight up?
Those
boobs?
Well, they're straight down.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you.
It stopped. Oh, because they're going in slow motion.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that almost makes it more authentic to me.
Yeah, and I don't know where or when I heard about this. It was years ago, but that's when I realized there's male and female.
What does it mean about the individual that actually noticed that there were boobs?
I don't know. Any researcher would have probably picked that out.
I would never have thought about that.
Okay.
But once you know they're there,
you can't miss them.
I will look at that every single time that it comes on the freaking TV screen. So I don't know, man. So this is probably the most popular Bigfoot video out there right now, right?
It is it's the best evidence so far. There are others that have come out. This one is the one that just hasn't been debunked yet.
And I'm gonna say that I'm pretty impressed with the,
Oh, okay, yeah.
What'd you call them? Over
double D's.
Yeah. Oh, now they're double D's.
Yeah, that.
But I also know, just for the record, I also know some dudes.
Look, yeah, you're right.
All right.
I agree.
All right, so we'll get back into this. We got a caller right now calling from area code 847. Caller, how you doing? You're on the air. What's going on?
Hi, I love your guys' show. This is a fantastic new show. And I was just wondering if you could give any advice to somebody who's got a secret addiction to Yeti adult content films. I'm a little bit embarrassed, but you seem like the people to talk to. I found myself a little bit attracted to the male Yetis. So I guess it would be, if you could comment, please, on homosexual Yeti porn. I would be grateful for this. Thank you so much. I love your show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Izzo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, Izzo, it's Abnormal Realities, bro. Realities. Abnormal Realities.
My God.
So we can't
leave it to him. Thank you so much for calling in. But let's talk about that for a second.
The homosexual Bigfoots?
All of it.
Okay, I'm willing to. Your mom's here, and I'm going to say whatever I want because I don't even care right now.
Because I'll be the one that gets in trouble, not you.
Would you?
Probably not.
Would you?
No.
If you were the last
No.
Oh, it just registered what I was asking?
I thought you were. I thought you meant would I get in trouble? No. Would I no.
Okay.
Oh, here it comes.
How about an alien?
Here comes the philosophical question.
Okay, so you guys are all into this Trek Wars stuff, all this.
Yes.
Okay. In some of the new movies, some dudes in Trek Wars, they are dating like green chicks and purple chicks.
Yes.
Right? So if human women didn't exist,
are they humanoid? That's
I don't know.
The question.
I don't know, but would you?
No, I'm happily married.
Okay, that is such a safe. Okay, I'm happily married
if
too.
I wasn't not married, would I?
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Let's go back to that. If you were, yes.
The question isn't would I, it's would they. Look
Hell
at me,
yeah,
dude.
they would, dude.
No.
Dude, an alien with 3 arms and 4 boobs?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right, so I remember.
It's all good.
Okay, let's take this call because I got a story. I got a story in regards to this. But we have, I wonder who that is. Area code 503.
It's me, Sarah.
Oh, no, it ain't. What?
I cannot believe you just had Dominic Izzo on talking about Yeti porn.
Hey, now you can't.
You can believe it.
You cannot judge the guy now. I mean, we're living in a new age now. That's all part of the elemental PQ thing, and we cannot judge people.
Yeah, we
that
can't
are
judge people.
Attracted to.
It's something I did not know about Dominic, but it's all good. It's good.
You can imagine if you use your strongest imagination. Dominic is a wild son of a bitch.
How are you, Sarah?
Oh my God.
Hey, Sarah, you know that you called into the show, right? So whoever you're talking to, you can tell them to shut up for 1 second. Nice work, Phillips. I like the way you work, brother.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's what you get, Sarah. All right. So I got a story. By the way, Izzo, we love you, man. You can catch the rants of Izzo right before this show, Mondays through Fridays from 6 o'clock Central until 7 o'clock Central.
Correct.
And then it gets even sexier by Abnormal Realities following Izzo. He's been working out. Now, if he was a Bigfoot and the way he looks, I probably would. You can't judge me.
No,
all right.
dude. I mean,
so in regards to would you, right, there has to be an evolution of a species. There was one female Sasquatch that still lived on the planet, and there was one human dude named Ron frickin' Phillips. And you needed to keep some kind of civilization going for the better of mankind. Would you?
Yes.
What, you would?
Why is that a question?
That is gross.
Oh, my God. Would you?
Yes. All right. All right, so the first year that I did a big paranormal event at, by the way, folks, it is a call-in show, 202-900-5900, 202-900-5900. The first year I did an event at the Minnesota Renaissance Ground where I took everybody around for a paranormal hunt. There was somebody there dressed as the female monkey from the Planet of the Apes. One of the best costumes I've ever seen in my life. And I thought about it. I did.
What was her name in the movie? Do you remember? Was it like Zaya?
Do you guys remember Planet of the Apes? Do you remember the name?
Zara? Zaya?
No.
Let's see.
All right, look it up. But it was weird because we're still technically animals, right? I mean, look at dogs. Dogs hump everything. They don't judge anybody.
That's true.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're looking it up. What do you got?
Dr. Zira.
Dude, that's good that you remembered that.
I didn't. I looked it up.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what it said, Dr.
Watch
Zira.
this.
Oh, my God.
By the way, folks.
You sent me some
poop like a champion.
or some videos today.
I did. Let's grab this call real quick and let's get into that topic because that's a topic of controversy where you either are or you're not, like flat earthers. You either are or flat earth.
No, my gosh.
Oh, flat earth. All right, let's get this caller.
Would you have a flat earther on the show?
Yes.
I want to debate that.
I would love to have. We're doing it.
Okay.
All right. Hey, if anybody knows a flat earther that wants to come on the program, we are open to a conversation. Bring them or her.
Or her. I said bring them on. Bring them on.
He did say that. All right. Area code 678. Come on. I hope your call is better than Sarah's. What do you got?
Hey, it's Jamie.
Hey, what's going
Jamie?
on? Hey, Jamie. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, son of a bitch. Hey, you know that I got cereal that if you eat enough of it, you will poop like a champion. I just want to just kind of throw that. Thank you. We're changing our ways. You know what I'm saying?
I think I got this from Angry Beaver.
What's
Sounds
up?
good.
What?
Yeah. Poop like a champion.
Yeah, I've been trying to compete with her.
Angry Beaver.
Angry Beaver. Yeah. It's only 160 calories per serving.
And it's real cereal.
There's probably tons of fiber in it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, pooplikeachampion.com. I'm not going there.
Don't
do it right
I am going there.
Jamie, what's happening
I don't
tonight?
have any problem with that. Nothing. I was going to tell y'all about my grandparents' house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've had quite a few because I lived there on and off through various different times in my life and had some very weird experiences there.
So describe weird.
One time I was there by myself. My grandparents and my parents had all gone out to eat, and my kids were somewhere else, and I went back to the house. The house was a three-story house that my grandfather built, and it was on some Civil War territory.
Yep.
Yeah. And everybody used to see things like my grandmother used to see a man kind of dressed, not in Civil War, but like old farmer attire. And my grandfather actually used to see a woman dressed in like the old, you know, how the women used to dress back in the Civil War days.
Yeah. Right.
And so I went back there one day, and there's a lot of stuff that's happened in that house. I was there by myself. I was downstairs in the basement. The floor above me was hardwood. So there was nobody there. It was quiet. And then all of a sudden, you know the little bouncy ball that you get out of the gumball machine?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Well, all of a sudden, I start hearing this. It sounded to me like a bouncy ball, like someone dropping it on the floor, and it goes dun 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 like that. It scared me so bad. My parents had gone out to eat and everything else. I left. I called them and told them, I said, y'all let me know when you get home.
All right.
Now, was this
But, I mean,
this was
there's been-
upstairs above your head, right?
It was above my head.
On the hardwood floor. Okay.
And what were you doing? What were you doing in the basement?
The basement was a full apartment.
Okay. Now, do you think that now you said it sounded like a bouncy ball? Do you think something was tapping to get your attention?
No. No. It was very clear. Let me tell you another example of something. My grandparents lived on the second floor. The upstairs was 2 bedrooms. One was my grandfather's office. One was a spare bedroom. In the closet, my grandfather had boxes stacked up that had various things in them. My uncle played football, and this was back in the late 40s, 50s, you know, when everybody used to take cowbells. You know, you go to a football game, and that was what everybody
That's
used
what
to
you
ring.
cheered with. Sure. Yeah.
Right. My grandfather had the cowbell in a box, but the box was on the back side of the closet behind other boxes that are stacked. And they kept hearing this. It was like a light ding, ding. And finally it got to the point where my grandfather looked at my grandmother and, do you hear that? And before she could say anything, he jumped up and ran up the stairs. And right before he ran up the stairs, it went clang, 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 clang.
Oh.
And he got up there, turned the light on. All the boxes were exactly, I mean, they would have had to move the boxes out of the way to get to the box that box was in, and then put all those boxes back.
All right. So
everything was exactly.
Let me ask you now, how long has your family resided in that home?
Oh, God. My grandfather built the house back in the, I want to say, late 70s, early 80s.
He built the house. So, and
Yeah.
nothing that could have created like a traumatic imprint has happened in that home, right?
Well, that's the thing is when my uncle and them lived back, like, on the same property, and
Did somebody commit
his whole
suicide on
family
that
died.
property? Did somebody commit suicide on the property?
My uncle committed suicide, but he didn't commit suicide on the property. He committed suicide up in the mountains.
Okay, I saw that. Thank you.
They were both builders,
Mm-hmm.
and he had some property up there he was building on. My aunt died in the house back behind there. My My cousin died in a car wreck, all within the same year. And weird things like the smell of my cousin's perfume. My grandmother would walk out into the hallway.
Yep.
She would smell her perfume. Okay. On top of the fact of they would see these two people that they have no idea who they were that looked like they were Civil War-ish.
Anybody
and
ever
the house is on, it's part of the Kennestone Mountain.
Okay.
The land is part of the Kennestone Mountain where the Civil War came through.
I think there might be some Sasquatch stuff going on in that area too.
I don't know at all. It's all intriguing to me.
It is intriguing. It's really weird too. I mean, I'm not a psychic by any means, but it was weird because I seen suicide and I seen addiction. I don't know if it was alcohol. I don't know if it was drug addiction. But you kind of see that inner turmoil, inner chaos thing going on. So you have kind of
he committed suicide because his family pretty much all died, and he just,
couldn't live with it.
It was like, one of them died towards the middle of, the year.
Yep.
Then died in November. My uncle shot himself New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Wow.
Well,
it's crazy.
Well, so when you have
so Rocky, I can tell Rocky's getting some feelings about this.
I am actually.
He's a little psychic about this.
So when you the suicide thing, there's two different things that happen with the suicide thing. And other caller, I see you. We're getting close. We only have a couple minutes left before we have to be out, so we're probably not going to get to the caller until the next segment. Do not go anywhere or hang up and call back for the second segment. But when there's a suicide that's committed, any location in the past that I've investigated, there is whether it be residual or not, there's the traumatic imprint that stays. It just stays there, and it actually impacts people still living. You feel emotional. Sometimes you feel nauseous, and lots of times when you deal with a case where somebody committed suicide, that individual is still there because that traumatic event kind of kept him in a place where he probably didn't expect to be when he crossed over. Right.
Well, my grandmother swears that she saw him. She was doing the dishes.
Yep.
And she swears that she looked up from the sink and there was a window there.
Yep.
And that he was standing there.
Does your grandma ever see things in the mirror, like in her bathroom?
They both passed probably
so you cannot,
15 years ago. Yeah. So.
All right. Hey, Jamie, check it out. We have 40 seconds before we have to be out. There's so many questions I have. Man, we love the hell out of you. We're going to let you go for right now, but don't be a stranger.
I still want to do Savannah.
No, we're going to do Savannah.
Yeah,
we'll do
Absolutely.
Savannah.
So we love it, girl. Thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate you, and I want to continue this conversation in regards to this because I think we got a little investigation on our hands. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Abnormal Realities. Ron Phillips, Rocci, Stucci, abnormalrealities.com. When we come back, we're taking your calls right here. 202-900-5900.
Yeah, give us a call.
Give us a call. Abnormalrealities.com.
We've got some videos. We're going to talk UFOs. And we might even talk crop circles.
Hell yeah. Come on.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
I see it. I see it. I see it, though.
Clear. You see it?
Yeah, I see it. Yep. I saw the suicide.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Don't ask me how. I just saw it.
Wow, dude. See, you got to talk about that when we're back.
I could share that.
Teresa Danton, Timothy Ratliff. Oh, yeah. You forgot we were still on.
What's up, everybody? Jamie, thank you, girl. Appreciate you. What's up, Chet? Teresa, get a hold of me because we got to get you on and some of your crew. Get you guys on and talk about some of your work. They're very in touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's who showed. Will you not allow that picture to pop up again, please?
I took it off.
Son of a bitch, Izzo. What the hell's wrong with him? I'm offended. Send it to Misty. All right. Jennifer, what's going on, young lady? We have company. No, tell your company they can wait till 8 o'clock. Just kidding. Let's see here. What else we got here? What up, Sean Bowden? How you doing, brother? And I think I lost. No, I still got Facebook going on. Jonathan, how you doing? Timothy Ratliff, how you doing, man?
Agnes Rosenberg just found this page today. Love it. Thank you so much.
We love Agnes. I think Agnes used to watch The Sit Room too, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm not, but thank you for being here.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Jonathan McCracken. That's a cool last name. All right, here we go. Kathy Palat. Is it Palachi? It's one C, so Palazzi. Palaki,
maybe.
Well, it could be Palaki.
Yeah, it could be Palaki.
Hey, Kathy, you got to go put another C to your name. Put a little Italian twist to it. And then we'll call you Kathy Palachi.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that was quick. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the second segment. Abnormal Realities right here. Mojo 50 Radio, Odyssey Radio. We are on our Facebook page. We're on YouTube. We're live on Spreaker and broadcasting around the world. Ron Phillips, Rocci, Stucci, hammering down like we're going to be doing every single night, Mondays through Fridays at 7 o'clock.
Yes, that's what we do.
Dude, I felt that intro all of a sudden, dude.
I'm telling you, I love the intro music.
Whew, look at it, bro. I need a hug.
You have goosebumps? I got you, goosebumps.
No hug? All right.
No hug.
What were you going to say now?
No, I said...
got distracted with the hug thing.
So we got a caller, and we've got these videos we want to get to.
Yeah, okay, let's get the caller. That's a familiar area code. That looks like maybe a Minneapolis area code, 763. Caller, you are on the air. What's going on?
It's about
son of a bitch.
I'm telling you. I sit, I wait by the phone all day, and you don't pick up.
Scott Livingston, dude, I gave you a good heads up during last segment. Did I not?
Yeah, I know, and that's why I hung on.
Oh, you
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it.
Scott, let me ask you a question, brother. First off, I love the hell out of you, man. Scott is a good dude.
You too.
He's all right, actually. He flirts with my wife all the time. It's really kind of uncomfortable.
This was the Scott Livingston we were talking about doing the exorcism with yesterday, right?
No.
You do recall that?
I do.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Thank you,
is.
Scott.
Yes, it is.
And I asked the voices in my head, and they said no. Sorry.
So they said they're not leaving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we are going to exercise Scott.
That's what I said.
Dude, I got confused. There's a lot going on in my life
There's
right
not,
now. You know what I'm saying?
Not that much going on.
Not too much, really. All right, Scott, let me ask you a question, brother. Two questions.
Yo.
Okay, so you watch Truck Wars all the time. You watch all that stuff. You and Audrey and Scotty, and you guys watch all that funny stuff, and you guys dress funny and everything. But
of course. Yes.
So,
we watch them, yeah.
Would you? Just, would you?
Yeah. Sure.
Thanks.
Why not?
Thank you,
I'm
Scott.
not doing anything else.
Exactly. He didn't even hesitate.
He doesn't hesitate like I did. I get that.
He just threw it out. Okay, how about a Sasquatch? Would you throw one to a Sasquatch? Unshowered.
I'm thinking, given my particular proclivities, I don't want to be picking hair out of my teeth. So no.
Thank you.
Dude, he said, so that, what? Okay, so if you say you don't want to be picking hair out of your teeth, then that automatically changes my visual on what you're going to do to the Sasquatch.
And that's why I said what I said.
Wrong, Phillips.
Man, I was trying to think of something to say quick, and I just could not come out with it.
Because I got you, bro. I got you in the soul.
You got me.
So I called in for two things.
All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, first of all, Rocci, you actually led an investigation at the Renaissance Festival. Why? It's not haunted. The only ghosts out there are the ghosts of where everybody slept.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
Yeah. We found some of Scotty's remnants in the field from years ago, and we had to do a DNA sample on it.
You did a ghost. You did a ghost hunt.
I did every year. Sold out
at the Renaissance
every year for Jim Cunningham.
Cool, actually.
Yeah. You know Jim Cunningham, don't you, Scott?
Sold out, and because of all the alcohol. Yeah.
Yep. There was a lot of alcohol.
That's it.
And people did dress up.
And I was calling in to tell you a story about how I found out that I was a spiritual empath on my very first investigation with Mr. Barry Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, come on, brother. Let's hear this. Yeah, Barry Fitzgerald. Just so everybody knows, Barry Fitzgerald. He worked with Ghost Hunters International, and he's from Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah, and he does his own thing there too. And he's got a really haunted house.
Yep.
Because everything follows him home. He's Irish.
True.
So we're doing an investigation. We've got a bunch of fans, if you will, and he asks me to. We're in a theater. And I don't know why everybody thinks theaters are haunted, but in this case, he asked me to take 5 people up to the balcony just to check it out. I said, sure. And here I am. I'm with Barry Fitzgerald. I'm happy as hell. I'm giddy, doing an investigation. He asked me to do that.
Nice.
We go up there, and I go further into it's the old kind of theater where it's got the projection room and back and the balcony. And they're starting to fan out with all their little equipment and everything. And I just go up on the other side of where the door is on the projection room. I turn the doorknob and I no more get it open a crack. And my giddy, happy, just happy as could be mood suddenly changed to sobbing like the world ended. I literally was sobbing within a split second. I was on my knees. My hand was still on the doorknob.
You had that kind of reaction walking in.
Well, so let me ask, so this is where you're going, and I'm going to let you continue with the story, but you empathically connected with the energy that was there.
Well, what I was told, because this was my first experience this is my first, I've always had some, I know what people are feeling. That's just, I always thought it was like, honey, is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I know something's wrong.
Yeah, I know that
I thought it was like that.
Yep.
Yeah. But this was, I found out later because there was, Barry was talking to me about it, and it was more of a spiritual attack.
Okay.
Because of where I was going, perhaps. It really didn't, but I was sobbing like the world had ended. I couldn't stop. I literally couldn't stop. I backed up. I sat in one of the chairs. I finally had to, everybody was running over. What's wrong? What's wrong? And getting their meters out and everything. And I had to leave the balcony and I go downstairs, tell Barry what's happened. I told Scotty was there and John Ward, the Brit Git was there. And I told them what happened and everything. And I had to leave the auditorium because I was just inconsolable. And I didn't know why.
Was this during one of the Paradigm Symposiums? Was that during one of those times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I was running the soundboard, helping out. And I hadn't felt anything when I was the day before when I was down there. But opened up that door, and it was just like this wave of anguish and just buried me.
Did you get angry at all?
The auditorium. I'm sorry?
Did you get angry at all through that process?
No, there was no anger. There was that. It was just sobbing. And I go out for 10 minutes. I go over. I come back in, and they're doing a circle down on the stage, kind of a lead circle. Yep. Everybody's holding hands. Yeah. A guided sort of sensitivity thing. I guess I wasn't sure. I joined in. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not. I'm freaked out, but I'm not afraid or anything. But I'm not feeling the anguish. And they start talking, and he's using the dowsing rods to try to locate spirits, that sort of thing. And they're pointing right at me. They weren't before. I joined in the circle, and they start to point right at me. I'm like, oh, F word.
Yep.
And I'm still feeling okay, but then they're how are they interpreted that like something's approaching?
Yeah.
And I could actually feel over my left shoulder something growing.
Yep.
A feeling, if you will,
Yep.
getting stronger, and that anguish started to return.
Oh.
It started to get stronger and stronger. And while I'm holding hands with these people, I just go down to one knee and I start to sob. Tears are running, snot rolling. It was the world that ended again.
Dude, I'm really weird. I'm really weird about the whole circle thing. I'm really weird about the holding the hands because, you think about Reiki and Reiki healers and, one of those things, it's the transfer of energy. And when you connect hands like that and you are spiritually opening up, it's that the passing of karmic energy, right? So if you're within that circle and you're all interlocked with certain people, especially people like John frickin' Ward, you could absorb that bad energy. At the same time, you were under some kind of a spiritual attack or even a psychic attack or maybe even a psychic hook. So, I mean, dude, that's pretty profound experience.
Now, was that, do you anticipate that was coming to you from someone else that was in the room or through them? Because you said it got bad again during the circle, right?
Yeah, in the circle, but it was approaching from behind after I joined the circle from out in the auditorium. So I'm thinking it followed me. At least that's what Barry was thinking too later. Because I finally just broke the circle. I said, I'm sorry. I sprinted out of there, and I didn't go back that evening. I talked to Barry the next day about it, and we talked more, and he gave me. But I've done some investigations since now that I'm aware.
Yep.
of things. I can control a little bit more, and I've had some experiences, but nothing to that extent. But
well,
people
Scott,
are complaining my story is too long. Well, I'm going to cut it off and say that was my first experience.
But you know what? Here's the thing. All right, brother. You know what? Every time we do call-in shows, I expect to hear from you, man. I love you. I love the fact on your love for my family and everything like that. So you're a good brother, and I hope you can make it down here to Texas sometime and spend some time with us, brother.
See us, Scott.
So, all right, brother.
You guys got a great show. I love it. Take care.
Thanks,
brother. Really quick, that's super important. And, those are things I was going to talk with Katie about and everybody when we go to, we're actually setting up the event right now for Goatman's Bridge. And
now that's a local, area, right?
Yep.
How far, you said it's north of here?
It's about a 35-minute drive from here. 15 minutes if Ryan was driving. But if you Google Goatman's Bridge, it's one of those things to where, and Scott, that is a huge, profound point because of the fact is that you just don't walk into certain locations, right? Even people like me that have done it and had experiences based off of me not being prepared for those experiences still encounter situations sometimes where it affects me, right?
Yeah.
Lisa, my wife, has gone with me on 2 investigations, and both times it has physically and psychologically traumatized her in one way or the other.
Well, it followed y'all home one time. Yeah.
Lisa's whole back got scratched up.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that on another show. But it's a profound point of just the psychological factor of being mentally aware of your surroundings, of aware of your emotions, especially if there's something a little bit more sinister in the areas that you're investigating.
Yeah, Goatman's Bridge is up in Corinth. It's just north of Grapevine, Texas. But it's they call it Goatman's Bridge, but it's the old Alton Bridge.
Yeah, there's a lot of hangings there.
Is that what that was?
A lot of bad stuff, and then a lot of witchcraft stuff. So that's one of those places where we get kind of a game faces on spiritually. So
it carried horses and later automobiles over the Hickory Creek at a location that was once popular ford for crossing the cattle. Now it's doesn't say anything in this particular write-up about its history other than that. So,
well, when Becky Vickers comes on the show, she can give us the full. It's a vile, disgusting history of it's amazing the sinister things humans can do to other humans. But so yeah, that's going to be exciting. Let's grab this call, Mr. Phillips, area code 778. Come on the air. What do you got?
Hey, it's Butch.
Hey, Butch.
What's going on, Butch?
Hey, Rocco, and Ron, I call your show before, Ron, in the morning, or your other show, and you're on the TV.
I heard you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. I love watching Who right now. You guys got a matching shirt, like you guys
That's
on a
what we
soccer
do.
team together. You guys look like you play on a little soccer team together. It's so cute.
Hey, Butch, I'm not lying though. Ron sent me a message today. He goes, "What color shirts,
said,
bro?
What color shirt? We've been wearing the same shirt for the last 2 nights. Why not go the rest of the week?
Underwear too?
No, that's not
really
true.
It is true.
That's so cute. I have a good story. About I guess a UFO or like unexplained phenomenon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so one day, like about maybe one or 2 months ago, maybe a little bit longer on 1 month, maybe about 45 days ago, I was walking down onto the store, and down a normal path I always walk on the same place for, and was at nighttime, and I was walking down on a nighttime to the store, and I walked up to the store, and I went inside, and the lady said, "Hi, Butch." I said, "Hi, Judy." Judy is a lady who works at a store, and she's a friend of mine. Not really a friend, like necessarily in a way of hang out and have a conversation outside of, but basically like a friendly when I meet her at a store. And so I said, "Hey, Judy." She said, "Hey, Butch." And I go to get a rice, and bought a rice. And
Butch, did you have a paranormal experience in this story? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
So I buy the rice, and rice is a $4.25. And I say, "I only got $4, Judy. I only got $4, Judy." She says, "$4.25, Butch." I say, "Okay, let me go back home, and I'll see if I got a 25 cents."
All right, Butch. Thanks, brother. We appreciate the call.
What, dude? I was into that. I wanted to see if you had enough money at home. Dude, that was some paranormal shit right there. I mean, that was real paranormal.
Look, Butch has called the show before. Butch is hilarious. He's good comedy gold. But that story was getting way long.
It took 5 minutes just for him to walk in the damn store. Butch, what the hell's wrong, bro? Did you get your macaroni? Did he get his macaroni?
We love you, Butch.
We love you, Butch. Dude, you just straight up said, bam.
I said thank you, Butch. I did say thank you,
That was very nice of you. But dude,
I was professional.
Butch, did you have enough money to get your macaroni?
Butch, we know you're on Facebook. Tell us if you had enough money.
Did you have enough damn money? I mean, you had $4.25. You needed,
but he had to go home and get the 25 cents.
And that's when he saw the UFO.
I bet that's when it was.
Son of a bitch! It would have been next week before we got to that part.
Speaking of UFOs,
all right, what do we got?
No, speaking of UFOs, we've got some videos you sent me. You want to talk about these videos real quick?
Okay, yeah. What do we got here?
So this one. Now, this video, I actually had to go in and change some of the language in this. But we'll talk over it. But quite honestly, I'm not even really sure.
This was 4th of July.
Was it this 4th?
Yes. Yep. Now, what was interesting is that how the lights they're not blinking. They're solid lights.
Right. And here in a minute, you'll see an aircraft fly by.
Yep. And look at they're kind of flying. I don't know if that's in a kind of pattern.
Now, see that one faded out?
Yep. Where did it go?
All right. So here's my question.
That's not a plane.
See, there's a plane right up there.
Yep.
Are there any fireworks that hang out like that, Rocky?
There's not one firework that I know of that lasts 33 seconds and then more. But right now, see, there's only 3 there. Now there's 4.
Yeah.
And then you're going to see, I think one of them, okay, so there's 4. I thought there's 5. So now one just reappeared. Now the first thing I thought of was when you look at these kind of videos, could it be drones of people recording the fireworks? That's the first thing I thought of. That would be a negative because you know that
the drones
will
have flashing lights.
They'll have flashing lights. Plus, look at how high they are. So now that's altitude where you need to be in like a Cessna or something, right?
Yeah.
And the second
there's
one,
a plane at the top there. Everybody can see that. So these are solid non-flashing lights.
Solid non-flashing lights.
Out in the open.
Out in the open.
During a fireworks display. Now, here's the thing. Could it have been some type of firework? I mean, look.
No.
But do you think it was aliens?
I don't know what kind of firework could just hover.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, these are all the things you got to think of, right?
Scott says it could have been military flares, although they weren't coming down. Flares do come down.
Yeah, those were pretty much hovering.
Yeah.
You know, they appeared and then they disappeared. Where did you see Scott's comment?
On Facebook.
I'm not getting...
military,
okay.
Yeah, military flares.
Yeah. Thomas Becker saying military-grade flares do that, but not fireworks. Drones with lights. No, Kathy, I think the altitude... Ron is the drone expert.
And these drones... the drones would have had flashing lights on them. It's by law, they're required to have those.
Right. Just like
or at least signal lights, but solid lights like that, and then lights that go out. Typically, you don't see drones, or you could turn those lights off because of safety reasons, right?
Right. Debbie said spaceship. You know, this is the weird thing is that these videos, there's not even a shock anymore.
No.
You know?
No, and that's the whole thing is that they're desensitizing us. I think that the government desensitizes us as it is.
Right.
Because if an alien landed on the White House lawn, Brad and I talk about this all the time, would you be surprised today?
Well, dude, there was video of alien crafts or UFOs that hovered the White House.
What?
Yeah.
We'll find
get the call line back up on that screen if somebody wants to call in because I can't remember it. It is...
Yeah, we've got a second video. Let me play that real quick because this one, folks, now when you watch this video... You're probably going to think the same thing I did, so I'll get it up here and get it queued up. But it was from a woman and her daughter filmed this. You guys tell me. You guys tell me in the chat what you think this is.
Oh my God! There's something in there. I can see.
Watch close now. Watch close.
I don't know where you're going at.
Look
at that. Now it kind of looks like a cloud.
To me, it looks like a cloud.
Now watch what it does here.
Was it a ship?
Look.
Watch. Right here.
I'm looking at the flag. You can see the cloud. I see the cloud is moving.
I'll be honest with you. I think I know what that is, and it's not a cloud.
Oh, that's loud.
It was loud.
Holy
Sorry about
crap.
that.
Okay, what was it?
I think it was birds. I do. I think that was a flock or a swarm of, because in certain areas of the country they swarm like that.
Understand?
Yeah, and I think that's what that was because of the shape changes it was making, and it was moving faster than all the surrounding clouds. Right?
Okay, can we see that again? No.
Yeah.
Let's turn that.
How many of you think it was birds?
Let's mute it. I want to hear everybody's. Too high for fire balloons. Could be starlings.
Yeah,
That's
starlings.
what we said.
Yeah. All right, you want me to mute it down?
Yeah, just mute it down.
Oh my god.
So I'm trying to see if we can figure out the distance, because the original thing. Now, for one thing, we know it's authentic. This video is authentic. These people recording it. They're not trying to get
I don't know where you're
any
going.
UFO recognition. Does that look? I don't know, Phillips. You know, I'm a bird dude. I'm a bird. It could actually, from right there.
Right there. That's what I'm
like
saying. Especially at the end when it goes back and it shows it up close.
But why?
No, they just. I mean, it's just like a swarm. I mean, because of the change right there. That's what made me think that that's what that was. Now, quite honestly, a cloud of smoke from a diesel engine or something like that, but it's not breaking up like a cloud breaks up. So that's what makes me think it's birds. Now, look, I could be wrong, but I mean, my job here is to talk about it and debunk it if we can.
Right, absolutely. I don't think those are birds.
What do you think they are?
I don't know.
Okay.
I honestly don't know. It originally, when you first look at it, because the hardest part is the depth perception, right? We don't know the distance.
Correct.
On how far that is. The farther away it was, then the bird theory would play into the factor.
Correct.
Right? I think it would. The farther away, because then it's a flock and it's hard to actually see it as a flock. And I'm kind of wondering why the adult in the vehicle didn't say, Scott says, I'm going to say birds look like it. To me, Rocky is wrong. Man, shut up, Scott. What do you ladies think? Did you see the video on the screen? What'd you think? Birds? Kind of look.
Yeah.
I wasn't asking you.
It was.
You're supposed to be on Team Stucci.
It moved in the formation.
It did. So you know what birds are doing when they fly like that? Because pigeons do it. Pigeons, because we used to raise homing pigeons, and we used to watch thousands of them fly at the same time. They're actually following the magnetic pole of the earth. And so when you see these birds and these swarms and they're doing all this weird stuff, they have lead in their beaks. And they actually are following the path of magnetic energy. It's really interesting.
I've never once heard that.
Yep.
Now I've got to go look it up.
Homing pigeons.
Homing
Yep.
pigeons.
So look up
Okay.
how homing pigeons. There's 3 different things homing pigeons use. It is what's in their beak, like the lead, whatever it is, that it has like a it's a sense. It's I don't know how to explain it, but and then they sight and smell, but they only go sight and smell when they get closer to home.
Gotcha.
So that's how they find their way home, and that's how birds migrate. It's something within their beak. So
interesting.
That's right.
So the next couple of things that you sent me that we want, I'm going to put up here. Let's talk about this for a second. What is that?
All right. So that is a crop circle. Now, this here is one of those
Are
flames.
you telling me that the tractor who made those other lines did not cut that crop circle?
So first, tractors won't make a crop circle. So even if it was fake and man-made, it will not be a piece of machinery. Usually, because some college students went to try to mimic crop circles, and what they had to do is they use these. They cut plywood, and I think it's something like a 2x3 piece of plywood, and then it's on a rope, and they sit there because if you zoom in on crop circles, you'll see that all the grass is laid perfectly in a pattern.
Yeah.
It's not just crushed and it's not cut. It's actually bent down, straight down. I know people that are avid researchers of crop circles, and there are crop circles that are 100% not explained. There's people that have witnessed, they've left their farmland and came back 2 hours later and had a pattern like that on their farm. You cannot make something that quick by yourself. or even with a group of people. And a lot of these are actually so perfectly made. The measurements and the dimensions of it are so perfectly made, it's very difficult to do something that quick. So I don't know. What does everybody think in the chat rooms in regards to crop circles? Are the homing pigeons like the schools of fish who move as one? So the schools of fish, that's actually a pretty cool crop circle, but I don't think that's an authentic crop circle. And the only reason I'm saying that is the ones that I believe, if it was done by another species, alien species, would be ones with certain symbols in there that look like language, not a picture of a bird.
I've seen crop circles that were made of just a bunch of circles, but nothing in the shape or a form like this.
Yeah, we had a guy on one time that he literally travels the country investigating crop circles.
Really?
I
watched a documentary many, many, many years ago of a group of people who created a crop circle, and they all had large pieces of wood, and they would lay it on the grass and then push it over, move forward, lay it on the grass and push it over. And they basically duplicated the way it could be done.
Absolutely. But not in the time. That's the only difference.
Okay.
Now, James said, too, that they're all bent, but not one of them is broke. So there's some weird things that just kind of make you go, I'm not a big crop circle guy. I don't chase them. I don't try to decipher them. I don't try to figure them out. But I will say that there has been some cases in the past to where these crop circles were literally done within a few hours. And it's almost impossible for even a group of people to go out there and perfectly do it in that manner in just a few hours. It would take us probably 20, 30 hours to lay the grass down like that in a specific pattern. But now, if we believe so much in UFOs, and we know UFOs can go into the ocean and come back out and not even create a wave, then why wouldn't they have a capability to be able to lay wheat down on its side? And is that some kind of, you go down to South America and they got carvings that are 3 miles long that you can only see from the sky, right? So how do we know that's not some kind of language that maybe that they're using to communicate, or they're trying to communicate with us and that they use that as a resource?
It always intrigued me how perfect those things can be and be so massive.
Massive. But the problem is that it can be man-made.
Yeah.
So there's so much speculation with crop circles that it's super hard for me to really indulge in it and investigate it because there's so many ways to debunk it. You know, that's where I run it. Just like with photography and paranormal. There's so many things. You could take 1,000 pictures and get the weirdest, creepiest things, but in photography, you can almost explain every single thing that's weird in that picture.
Yeah.
You know, like matrixing, pareidolia, double exposure, long exposure times. You can do creepy pictures with a camera to make it look paranormal, and it's really not. People like to take pictures of windows. I have pictures of windows that are, to me, fascinating, but I can never sell them as paranormal because you have the pareidolia, and your brain is programmed
to look for faces.
Yeah. They call it the Skittles effect.
When you showed me the images of the
My grandma
water,
and the dog. Yeah. So now that's different. We're going to try that. That's called scrying. Water scrying.
Water scrying.
SCRYING. We do smoke scrying, water scrying. Water scrying is really weird because I've actually gotten some creepy stuff, but I've actually gotten words, written out whole words.
Right, but the photos you showed me, my brain instantly went to looking for faces in the photos.
That's right.
I mean, I guess it's a natural human.
That's what our brain is programmed to do. That's why the first time I saw poltergeist, your brain's not programmed to try to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So it even if you're expecting it, it's what the hell? We got 35 seconds. Dude, we're just getting started. All right, folks. Damn it. I want to talk about my experience now. Hey, folks, we love the hell out of you. Tomorrow we have Mr. Jeff Harmon, astrologer, on the program. Be here because we are going to pull the limits of your brain. Friday's going to be Freaky Friday. Don't know what it means yet, but it's going to mean something.
We're making it up.
We're making it up. As we go. Come on, bitches. All right, hey, abnormalrealities.com. Follow the Facebook page. Share it. Love it. And we love you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Brother Ron Phillips, take us out.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Abnormalrealities.com. Go check us out. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
I just realized my forehead is shiny.
This is the seditious Rebel Rousey.
Your forehead is
I just realized my forehead is shiny.
All right, everybody. Good night. We appreciate you guys hanging with us tonight. Thank you. Would you get off
Son of a
my
bitch.
chest, dude?
Damn it.
I love you.
Love you.
All right.